A friend of mine spoke to me yesterday and confided in me that he had stopped drinking for roughly 40 days. Last night, he broke his streak. He had quite a bit to drink and he felt quite sad about it. He's been having problems with his drinking, so he confided in me last night. So I wanted to talk to you about if you have a streak of anything, whether that be you don't fat for a while, you don't drink, you don't smoke, drugs, whatever. Here's why it's not the end of the world. Now, the problems I used to do was when I, say for example, quit smoking and start smoking within a week later, I'll then go, I can't quit, so back to smoking, doesn't matter. I was never much of a heavy smoker, but the thing is, I'd always binge smoke. So I wouldn't smoke for a week or 2 weeks, but then all of a sudden I'd go on a night out and then smoke about 15 cigarettes a night. But I'd go nuts and just smoke loads. I was a bit nuts. So I was never good at having anything in moderation. If you break a streak with anything, so let's say this person whom I spoke to last night, he broke his 40-day streak on alcohol. He had a bottle of vodka. It's an easy trap to fall into, but don't focus on this streak like it's a game. It's not the streak that you wanted. What you wanted was the results of, for example, not drinking, better health, and so forth. So if you mess up any habit, you go back to drinking, for example. So you stick to your identity as a non-drinker. You don't just go, I tried, I quit, I can't quit, I'm back to drinking. Your identity is that you're not a drinker. Not anymore. You're not interested in drinking. You don't drink alcohol. So you stick to that identity as a non-drinker. Not someone who's trying to quit. Because the person who's trying to quit has got the identity of someone who does do this. He does drink. I drink a lot, I'm an alcoholic, or I'm trying to quit. Then what do you think that person does? That person goes back within a week to drinking and then gives up giving up. I can't do it, back to drinking. Or back to smoking, back to masturbating, back to video games. Whatever addiction, you'll go back to it. And the thing is, the likelihood is, even if you identify with a non-drinker, there's a chance that you will still go back to it. Like, you will slip up. I've said this before. Whatever habit you quit, no matter how strong you think you are, like in here, it might be a chance that you will quit, but there is a big chance that you will go back. Not to try and discourage you from quitting. The idea is to still identify with being a non-drinker. You will go back to it, and if you do go back to it, then stick with your identity. I slipped up, I had a drink, not the end of the world, it's only one drink. At least I haven't been drinking for 40 days, but I slipped up once, let's go back to non-drinking. So stick with the identity in your mind. Even if you don't believe this identity of a non-drinker, you still stick to this identity. You still stick with this identity within your mind. Your thoughts are your reality. Whatever you think will come to reality, if that makes sense. Right, so just to clarify, I'm not talking about this manifestation hippie weird shit. I'm talking about something that's been scientifically proven that actually works, is your mind and your identity. By what you identify yourself as will become your reality. Again, not manifestation. I'm not manifest things, bro. Manifest £1 million and it will just come to you, bro. We're not talking shit here. Something that actually is like a fact, what actually works. Your thoughts are your reality. So you are a non-drinker. But no matter what you do, you slipped up and had a drink. No matter what you do, you are a non-drinker. No matter what you do, you are a non-smoker if you're quitting smoking. No matter what you do, you don't fat. For example, yesterday, for whatever bullshit excuse I can give you, I didn't go to the gym. Does that mean now I quit forever? I don't go back to the gym? No, I'm still a bodybuilder. Obviously, I'm not hench, but I work out, I've got muscle. I might, for example, slip up and fap. Does that now mean I'm back to being Mr. Jackathon? No. In life, you will slip up these habits. You will perform a bad habit that's not good for you. I like the analysis. I think I made it up. I don't know if anyone else has spoken about this before, but when you were a kid, when you fell over, what did you do? Apart from maybe crying and screaming for your mum, but what did you do? You got up. Now imagine falling over and staying down there, and there's no point getting back up and going, hello mate, why are you down there for? I fell over. Well, why don't you get back up? No point. It just doesn't make sense, does it? So it's the same with going back down with drinking. It doesn't make sense to stay down, you might as well get back up, you know what I mean?